Hey everybody, Zeki here. Today I'm going to teach you the secret tips for climbing that people don't really talk about. So no, I'm not going to talk about counting energy or counting cards. There are good players out there that will tell you those things in their own videos. If anything, I'm barely going to talk about the actual game at all. The reason for this is that one's state of mind is just as important as one's gameplay. For me, I've achieved perfect zen, complete inner peace. I never get mad at the game. Bro, that's so Yo, wait, wrong clip. Cut. Number 1, understanding tilt. Now, if you play Axie Infinity, there's no way you haven't experienced getting crit on and losing when you were about to win, or facing the same team that you know counters you 5 times, 10 times in a row. Or maybe you got disconnected in the middle of a game. Nonetheless, it all leads up to one thing. Tilt. Tilt, as defined by Wikipedia, is a state of mental or emotional confusion or frustration in which a player adopts a less than optimal strategy, usually resulting in the player becoming over-aggressive. If you've played any competitive online video game at all, you've probably experienced this feeling at least once. You've also probably heard of it from all the players around you. You get frustrated and annoyed because you lose. Or maybe you start losing because you got tilted. Either way, the problem comes from the fact that when you lose, you keep playing in hopes that the next will be a win. Then you lose, and then you go again. And then it's all downhill from there. Now that we understand what tilt is, that then leads us to our next step. Number 2, taking a break. When you are tilted, you are unable to properly assess the situation of the game and make proper decisions. That means that continuing to play when in this state is stressful for you, and even more stressful on your wallet. Once you lose 2 or 3 games in a row, take a small break. Do something that relieves stress. Breathe, drink water, listen to music, etc. After a while, when you come back to the game and give it another go, more likely than not, you'll feel that your mental has reset and you can play better. But that doesn't mean you'll instantly win your games, okay? Just because you take a break doesn't mean when you come back you're suddenly Professor X level brain reading. It doesn't work like that. That then leads us to the last step. Number 3, accepting bad days. It happens to everybody. Some days you really will just lose. This could be caused by all kinds of things, both in-game and out. Don't let it get to you and ruin your day. Just finish your quota and then go next. That's really all there is to it. If you're getting too stressed, then just remember the last 2 steps. Even if you lose, it's not really that big of a problem. You'll be able to make it back. As long as you try your best to learn the game and improve, results will show. With the tilt portion done, I'll be talking about other secret tips that I have that will help you climb. Axie Infinity is a game that seems easy, but in reality, there's a lot of depth to it. It requires understanding each part and its card, counting energy, counting cards, and... oh, shit, I fell asleep. Reading the opponent, and much more. This can often get overwhelming. A lot of people try to juggle the game with other activities, and this can actually harm your gameplay. Trust me, this is one of my biggest problems. With that said, another tip is focus on the game. By concentrating on Axie, it removes distractions and lets you be in your best state of mind. It only makes sense that you'll be playing better if you actually mind the game. It may seem like a given, but I know a lot of people that play while in class or while working. This isn't bad, but if you want to win, you gotta focus. You gotta give it time, you gotta give it effort. This next tip is a bit rough, but I'll say it anyways. Know that it isn't always your Axies. Sometimes it's you. You could be playing badly or you might not understand the game well enough. In that case, go look for some combat guides online. I'm not saying you can win with like 4-0 costs or floor Axies. Sometimes you just have teams that have caps and that's something to accept. But there are also cases where I see scholars with really good teams and they just can't get anywhere and it's really depressing. So yeah, try to do your own research, try to get better at the game. It'll help you out a lot. Announcement time. I actually stream on Twitch, so make sure to drop by. My Twitch link is in the description below, but it's also twitch.tv/Zeki, LSGG. But that might change in the future, because we're not using that anymore. Other than that, I also plan on making a Discord, so follow my Twitter so you can see that. I really appreciate all of the support recently, and the growth within like 3 weeks is pretty good, pretty insane. So thank you for that. I hope you all have a nice day. So that's it for my guide to winning more games without any combat included. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment to let me know what you thought of it and other videos that you might want to see in the future. Anyways, see ya.